Welcome back, everyone. So we are getting into another one of our Halloween movies, our horror films. We've been doing them for the month of October, just to kind of jump into something else for a little bit. Today we are doing a movie that Holden has not seen, but I have seen many, many times. We're doing The Ring, which it was one of the first movies I really remember having terrible nightmares to. Very terrifying for me, and it took me a while to be able to get through the movie. I think that this is one of the most interesting horror movies to come out recently. They're one of the movies that's kind of started the trend of remaking Japanese films. One of those movies that you can't really describe. You have to watch it. And so, what do you know about this movie, and what are your thoughts going into it?
So, while I have not seen the movie, I do have some memories of when this came out. So the year was 2003. The Ring had come out in theaters in 2002, and we had some neighborhood kids. A friend of my sister actually had this on DVD. And I remember specifically thinking, DVD? That's crazy, because we only had VHSs. I was like, you don't have to rewind it? I remember that blowing my mind with this movie. I didn't watch horror movies until I was probably in my teens, just because they always freaked me out and they scared me. So it wasn't until later that I started even watching horror. But I remember my sister and her friend, her name was Kyle actually, played this at her house, and I was over there too. They started watching it. I remember watching bits of the tape in the movie, the thing that makes the ring girl come. I remember seeing that, and I remember thinking, like, the premise of that is so horrifying, because in the movie, if you watch that, the girl will come after you, yet they're having us as the viewer also watch the tape. I remember thinking that that was a really smart idea to solidify more of the horror. I've seen, I think it was Scary Movie 3 that makes fun of this, with the girl coming out of the well and whatnot. So I know a lot about the movie, but I have not actually sat down and watched it through. And in particular, that day that I watched parts of it with my sister and her friend, there was this scene where the girl is in the closet, I guess after like an initial attack from the well chick, where you see like her, and this like face thing, yeah, whatever left behind. And I remember the visual imagery of that stuck with me for a long time. And then after that, I was like, no. And I remember briefly there was something with Naomi Watts on a boat and like a horse in the water. I think that's from this movie. That's the only imagery I had from that. Other than that, I don't know anything else like plot-wise or whatnot. So I'm happy to go back now that I'm an adult and I can watch this movie and probably enjoy it. I also know that it's one of the most successful remakes of all time. I think Grudge followed shortly after, as you said, a Japanese remake. I am looking forward to watching this one.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I love horror movies. Can't watch them alone, but I'm really excited to see what you think of this once you watch it to completion. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, The Ring.
I hate television. I heard there's so many magnetic waves traveling through the air because of TV and telephones. Got a better one.
Like how this is like girl talk.
This videotape that kills you when you watch it. Your phone rings. Someone knows you've watched it. 7 days later. Who told you that? Somebody from Rivera.
Who told you?
The story, Katie.
No, me and Josh, we saw it last weekend.
I thought you were with your parents.
We played the tape. The game wasn't there.
What was it? Something else. You're just trying to scare me.
Dang it, Katie.
Okay. You totally guys, do anything?
That's the girl talk.
Oh, there it is.
What?
Slim Jim.
Oh my God.
Hot Toddy. Slippery Wills.
Holden Thomas Hardman.
Frosty Popsicle. Shh. Sorry.
That was kind of good.
Rusty trombone.
What?
Don't Google that.
Rusty trombone? Scream vibes.
A lot of these movies incorporated like phone calls, like When a Stranger Calls.
It's always mom.
My mom says hi.
Until it's not.
Okay, yeah, I will.
Originally, I thought that somebody was going to be behind.
They shot
the
it like
fridge.
that, yeah.
Becca, quit being a bitch. Where's the remote?
Classic girl talk.
Becca, quit it!
Oh! This would be me as a ghost.
There's me running.
Oh, someone peed on the floor.
Stop ruining the horror.
It's probably the girl that comes out of the TV. That's what I would do. I would just go to people's houses and like pee on the floor.
No, you'd on their floor. Oof.
Did you watch Scary Movie 3?
I think I saw like parts of the first one. I don't know if it's like my humor.
I think 3 does Signs, The Ring, The Grudge, I think. I don't know if The Grudge is in 3 or...
But I think I watched them like when I was young, and a lot of it like went over my head.
That's freaking Naomi Watts is in this.
Have you got a moment, Miss Keller?
Not really.
He's not the talkative type. That doesn't mean he has nothing to say. That's his
Oh
cousin.
my God. These suck.
I'm bothered by these drawings.
I'm bothered by him too.
You say she died 3 nights ago. Aiden drew these last week.
That plot thickens.
Dun dun dun. Aiden kind of sucks.
Katie told you she was gonna die.
She said she didn't have enough time to meet Rachel.
Yeah, see, why does he call her Rachel?
He's just weird.
Oh, I see. That's when you gotta be like, ah, I am your mother. Knock that crap off right away. That's a bud. Looks like the street from Halloween. Is there like a green tent that I'm seeing?
Yeah, it is. It's on the whole movie.
I also think they're trying to like recapture the kids in horror movies were pretty big around this time after Sixth Sense. Haley Joel Osment crushing it. These like articulate children that like really in tune with spiritual things.
I think Aiden's just weird. A weird kid.
Yeah, he's gonna be shopping at Hot Topic before you know it.
Couldn't find one single case of a 16-year-old girl's heart just stopping.
Oh, that's the one that got me.
Yeah, for sure. That noise too.
I like how she's like, no cases of a heart attack just stopping.
A little intense.
Like that was just a regular heart attack. Oh, I recognize this kid.
Don't even. Katie told you she saw this tape.
Not Katie. I heard it from her boy.
Look at this guy.
Aiden, we shouldn't be in a room.
It's not a room anymore.
Jeez, Aiden, relax. It's a funeral.
What if there was like a dick pic?
Gotta take this one back.
They were in cabin 12. We didn't pay.
They didn't pay? You just let people go into the room without paying first?
Anyway, they didn't pay. The kids like...
Take cabin 12.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
Uh-oh. I think I should recreate something like this. Ugh. Yeah, that's a tracking shot. But the little girl is aware of her cinematography. Ooh. Uh-oh. 7 days. Oh. Did he say how he got the tape?
It's like a donation library. So
Oh.
people leave one.
Seinfeld. Frasier. You wanna buy some drugs?
That's a pretty cool effect.
Is this the same camera?
No. What do you think? Should know more about it first.
Well, isn't that why I'm here?
Maybe she can watch it again and it like resets the 7 days. You can just do that indefinitely for the rest of her life.
Doesn't really really seemed like a resolution to me. Rachel's a little bit of a voyeur.
It was very student film.
I wonder if she'd leave it on her voicemail.
Yeah, it's like, is Carl in?
That Dave didn't scare you.
No, not really. Sorry. Make me a copy. I'll see what I can do.
Make you a copy? Oh. Oh, she did leave him a voicemail. I can only see good things coming out of this move. That's weird. It's creepy looking.
This is a copy? You should be able to see the camera here in the reflection. The angle's straight on, but you don't.
Overexposed.
Abby.
You working?
Yeah. Speaking of Hot Topic. Mark that tear.
I was researching the story. Oh, you don't want her to see. What about me seeing it? You had no problem showing it to me.
Well, she did, actually. And she just walked under it. That's 7 years right there. You gotta go back through
She
it.
has enough bad luck.
You gotta go through it on the other side. Cancel it out.
Are you an encyclopedia of bad luck?
Actually, yeah.
Bad luck.
See? This is the friend.
Mm-hmm.
Becca. She told you about a videotape, didn't she? I need to know.
You've seen it.
She'll show you. Who? 4 days.
Can we get Becca a shower, please?
I'd really rather watch it alone.
Whatever.
That's my vibe. Whatever.
Yeah, you know she's thinking that's porn on there. They're still moving. Oh!
Something you needed help with?
So is that bug still like in the footage? Can you just like infinitely like take houseflies? Up. There she is.
Anna Morgan. Answers after second horse drowning.
Aw, horses.
Horse is recovering after breeder's suicide.
It's just like an Instagram filter. Who's this? She was in the Big Bang Theory. I love that UFO light. Ugh. Ugh.
Rachel, get yourself to the ER.
That's the last time I swallowed dental floss. Oh.
Why? I couldn't sleep.
He thought he was gonna be watching like Transformers or something.
Rachel?
I believe you. You wish I was around more?
No.
I don't think I'd make a good father.
I only have 1 day left. You.
You're gonna bite your hand.
Ooh, easy boy.
Shoot her!
What are you doing?
Somebody!
There goes Falcon.
Oh my goodness.
Like, screw it.
Oh.
Oh. Oh man. Talk about holding your horses.
See the records for a patient named Anna Morgan?
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, hip it anyone?
I guess I have no other choice. Always a swing on the porch.
My name's Rachel Keller. I'm a writer with the Seattle.
Oh, this guy.
You want to know about the horses?
Striker.
Maybe they just sense things before we do. I don't breed anymore.
I guess you wouldn't.
I'm sorry, miss. What's your name again?
Do you know what this is? She's right there in that room. You can see the lighthouse. The horses.
Is that the only one?
Mr. Morgan.
I can't help you.
Where's your daughter?
I don't have a daughter.
You just take the whole file. Jeez, relax, Hayden.
Mom. Why did you draw that house?
She told me to. The little girl. She lives in a dark place now.
Only doctor on the island.
Then you know the Morgans and their daughter. You know their daughter?
Do you know their daughter?
Darby.
Darby. Darby.
Anna started coming to see me. Seeing things. Horrible things. Only happened around Samara. I referred them to Eola Psychiatric on the mainland. Ever since that girl's been gone, things have been better.
You try and walk out of here with my file, and I'll be on you like white on rice. Okay, now, man. Yeah. It was you.
Come on.
Rachel, you should probably leave him alone.
Yeah. He probably killed himself. Done with this crap coming back again.
Just walking into somebody's house. Who does she think she is?
American, no doubt. Ew. Oh. She's just doing this in this guy's house? Look at that clock. Just standing there for hours.
What is it that's keeping...
What I look like as a child.
You don't want to hurt her anymore, now do you? You don't want to hurt anyone.
But I do, and I'm sorry.
They just want to help you.
Not Daddy. He wants me to go away. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know what.
Oh!
What did you do to her?
Naomi.
You killed her when your wife
My wife was not supposed to have a child!
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, come out of there.
Those pictures.
Where is she?
Bro, what you doing, my guy? Oh! Talk about feeling sparks. They put her in a barn.
So he kept her here.
I like how the guy is just dead right next door. Ew.
There's something under here.
I've seen this tree before.
Uh-oh.
Something led us here. The tree, the drawing on the wall.
It doesn't matter.
This room, I mean, it's in this phone. It's in this.
Definitely not getting their deposit back.
No. They built this thing on top of this well. They wouldn't have torn down the well first. Would have loved hearing the construction guys talk about that one. We're gonna leave it here fully formed.
Jesus.
Well, here we go. Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh, oh, Naomi! Naomi! Oh my gosh. Oh, good, she's alive.
You know her head would be busted open.
Oh yeah, no way. Probably hitting the walls on the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, like scratch marks trying to get up. Ooh.
Noah? No!
Oh. Oh. Can we get her some vitamins?
I know things will get better.
But not for you. Jeez, lady. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Aw. I guess I'll just go back in the water.
Rachel, you there?
I'm here.
It's over.
She just wanted to be found. Is that it?
Maybe.
But why would she call people telling them she wants to kill them, though?
Who's to say?
Because it's been over 7 days now.
Can't imagine being stuck down a well all alone like that. How long can you survive?
7 days.
7 days.
The victims survived the same amount of time. We'll get this kid to bed.
I'd be PO'd if somebody was watching my kid and I found him on the floor.
Yeah, just like on the ground. So this chick, is she gonna kill all 3 of them together? Is that why she's holding off?
You just call me sometime. Unless you're renting a movie.
I guess so much for that NCIS chick.
What time is it? Don't you have to be at work?
Not today.
Is she still in the dark place?
We set her free.
That's what she wanted, to be set free.
Why did you do that? You weren't supposed to help her.
Uh-oh.
She never sleeps.
Oh. Uh-oh.
You in trouble, Noah?
Oh, you got Shrek on VHS down there. It's another DreamWorks movie, that makes sense. Ooh, I like how the hair comes over like that. Just bail, dude. Yeah. I've seen this effect before.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, you're pretty gross.
Oh,
Oh, teleporting.
this scared me so much.
Really? That's what terrified me as a kid. But now I feel nothing. And I'm dead inside.
She is hydrated.
What why she didn't kill her? Professional courtesy or what?
Come on. Don't do it, Rachel.
Did she sit him down in that chair?
Give him a lap dance.
What about seeing Samara like finagling his body in this chair?
Go to your room! Now!
Oh man, hightailed it. He said, all right, don't gotta tell me, Mom.
What do you want from me?
There you go, burn it. Oh, she made a copy.
You don't want to hurt anyone.
But I do.
So if you make a copy of the tape, she doesn't kill you?
It's going to keep going, isn't it?
Oh, most certainly, yeah. But what if they make a copy and just like destroy the copy?
What about the
Will that
person I
count?
show it to?
Oh.
They have to show it to someone.
Oh, I see. That's the other half.
You can just see Samara with her little list. Cross Aiden off.
Gore Verbinski.
I think he did Pirates of the Caribbean.
He did. Quite a different movie than this as well.
All right, so we just finished. I have a couple opinions on this movie, but I wanted to know what you thought about it first.
I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought this was a great movie. I thought that it was really original. I liked the twist at the end. A lot of horror movies around this time as well, they would do this thing where they would have the main characters solve the supernatural problem, only to find out that in their attempt to help actually make it worse. So this very much falls in line with that. I loved the lore of it. The whole horse thing I thought was really interesting. I thought it was very well done. The child actor, also fantastic. It's really hard to get like a convincing child actor, and I thought that kid was the standout as far as like just being like this creepy little kid. Naomi Watts was good. Her boyfriend slash former husband or former whatever, I thought he was good in it too. The whole premise of watching the tape, the girl will come out and kill you, and was really, really scary. And then being in the position she would kill you in was also pretty scary. Overall, I wasn't getting like a whole lot of jump scares throughout it, but I think it did a good job of creating like a good tone. And I think that the story was really solid. So for those reasons, I have a high opinion of the movie. This was great. I know that they made a Ring 2 and at least a Ring 3. I think it's called Rings or The Rings or something. And I remember in the trailer for that one, there was like a plane, and on the back of the plane where they showed the little information things, they started playing the tapes for all the passengers on the plane. So I would love to see like how much further they go. I'm sure that they're not as good as this one, but just out of my own curiosity. So I thought it was fantastic.
Good, I'm glad. I also thought that it was a very good horror film. It terrified me when I saw it the first couple times. I thought it was really creative, and just the storyline in general was not your typical run-of-the-mill horror film. It was very unique, having Samara and then this tape. I love the idea of having something that is normally so harmless pretty much bring about someone's death from just simply watching it. I think that that's really great, and that's really interesting to feed off of. The child that played Aiden I thought was really great, and I love that they went in a direction where he seemed very non-emotional in a way, very cold, very interesting personality, especially compared to Rachel. They had a lot of different twists in here that I thought, I remember the first time watching it just being like, what the heck is going on? I don't think it's a very predictable film, so I think that that's why I enjoy it. And I love that, this tape has all the kind of clues to this mystery. You kind of have to figure out what each piece means. I love that idea, and I think visually it was also just a really well done film. I noticed like the dark filter that they had on it the entire movie. It was like this green color, really to give it like a gloomy feel, to put you in that emotion of just being like, I hate to say it, but like depressed along with the rest of the characters in the movies. This movie had a lot of little details that I think that they put a lot of work into, like the little fly, Aiden's affect, and just little things like that. So I thought that it was a very well done movie. It's something that I would watch over and over again. For me, there was a lot of jumpy parts. In particular, the last, I would say, 30 minutes of the movie was the scariest for me. Just her coming through the TV, I remember terrifying me. I was very scared of seeing her face. I distinctly remember that, and I had nightmares every single night for the longest time, but I kept watching it. So I really enjoyed the film. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. What would you rate it?
Another detail I really liked was the fly and her peeling the fly off of the screen. I made a joke throughout that, like, what if you just rewind, like, is the fly there or no? And if you rewind it, can you just like infinitely take flies off? But I think the message they were trying to get was that something from the tape could come into the world. So I really enjoyed that. My only thing about her motivation of, okay, copy the tape and show it to somebody and then you can live, is that if she wants to be known and her story to be known, I feel like, and torture people and be evil, it would be more beneficial to her to just like torment people like a curse instead of killing them. So like if they copy the tape and they show it to somebody, so they're clear, but then that person dies 7 days later, they're back at square one. The same amount of people know about her. And I get that the motivation of, well, you know, copy it and show it to somebody else and it'll spread. But if I'm altruistic or I'm good, but I make a really selfish move and want to live or want my kid to live, so we have to show the tape to somebody, why not just be like, hey, check this out, to somebody you don't even like, or, you know, go to a prison and put it on an iPad or something. So they'll die in 7 days. So you kill somebody and then you're cleared. That would be the only thing. I know that for the story, it's gonna continue to spread, you know, you keep showing people and you'll be good, but that'd be my only thing. If she's wanting to be known or wanting her story to be told or whatever it is, I feel like killing them after such a short window would probably be a bad long-term solution to that. But that's the only thing. Overall, I really liked it. I'd probably give this movie, I'd give this one an 8.5. I think this one is pretty solid.
I'm also gonna go with an 8.5. I think this is a really great film overall. It's unpredictable. For me, it was jumpy. It's not the typical horror movie that we would run into. And I like that. I like that it's unique in its own way. It tells a completely different type of story within it. I thought it was great. So I'm also gonna do an 8.5. That's it. If you liked our video, go ahead and like and subscribe. We also have more available on Patreon, so you can go ahead and check that out. But that's all for this time around.